The damage caused by tariff uncertainty has started on both sides of the border.
The Bank of Canada is focusing more on being flexible rather than preparing for a specific scenario, as Canada and the United States are embroiled in a trade war. Speaking in Calgary Thursday, Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem said with how things are rapidly changing, the bank is looking at a range of outcomes when coming up with monetary policy.
Normally, the Governing Council comes together, we agree on what we think is the most likely outcome to the economy. There's always risks around that, and we factor those in, but we gear monetary policy more around the most likely outcome. We're currently in a situation where there are a range of possible outcomes, and I don't think anybody in the Governing Council can have very high conviction about what the most likely outcome is.
Macklem warns a continuation of a trade war could lead to weaker growth and higher inflation in Canada, with businesses already scaling back investments and Canadians reducing their spending. He says strengthening our internal trade, especially when it comes to reducing interprovincial trade barriers, could soften the impact tariffs would have, something Calgary businesses like Burwood Distillery say they've been waiting for.
A lot of the efforts that smaller producers have gone into developing markets in the States and, putting a footprint in, North America in a more broad sense. Obviously, these tariffs are hurting that progress. So turning back around on, the domestic market and, encouraging a little bit more like freedom to trade and cooperation here in Canada can sort of help us salvage some of those efforts.
He adds there are things Alberta can do, like reforming how it taxes producers within the province to make it easier on them to compete as there's more demand to buy local. Those within Calgary's business community are settling up for the unpredictable ride.
We know this is not going to be a short game, it's going to be a long game. And for us, it's the challenge of the ever-changing environment. It's not changing every day, it's changing every hour now.
In Calgary, Djan, City News.